When you call a match El Clasico, then you expect a high intensity, very close encounter. But what we saw between the two most successful teams in IPL history, Chennai and Mumbai, on Sunday night was anything but competitive. It was as one-sided a game that you've seen in this season of the IPL. Mumbai romping home by a massive victory margin, winning this game by 9 wickets and with plenty of it left in their tank. In fact, the game was finished in the 16th over. The two stars of the show were, of course, Rohit Sharma for his 74 and Suryakumar Yadav joining in the party with a 68. Rohit with a healthy strike rate of 168 and Suryakumar Yadav at a phenomenal strike rate of over 200. But we'll start by looking at the game's 5 big talking points. And point number 1 has to be Rohit Sharma. And not so much this innings in particular, but it's about the frustration that comes with being a Rohit Sharma fan. When you see him batting the way he did and you wonder, this man can do it so often. This man can do it so consistently. If all he can mix this trademark aggression of his with some caution. That's all that needs to be done. Nobody wants Rohit Sharma to change. I think he's one of the best stroke makers, the one most pleasing to the eye, can really wow you with his stroke making and has that aggressive intent. But that trademark aggression, all it needs is some bit of caution, not even like going into his shell, some bit of caution. And that's exactly what you saw with the Rohit Sharma today. Then what is going to happen? You're going to see not just a gem like this once in a blue moon, but you'll see a gem like this more often. But what this particular knock has done is help Rohit Sharma become the only man in IPL history with 20 Man of the Match awards. Remember, he was sitting pretty on that list even before this at 19. But here's the interesting bit. On this very day, just before this game was played, Virat Kohli with his RCB team wins the match and he from 18 becomes tied with Rohit Sharma. And this record has been going on for many years. This one day he becomes tied with Rohit Sharma. That tie just remains for a few hours. After a few hours, Rohit Sharma again reclaims the top spot with 20 Man of the Match awards. Of course, Virat is there with 19 now and MS Dhoni is sitting there with 18. And this is throughout the history of the IPL. A word for Suryakumar Yadav as well. Just as, it's very crucial for someone like a Rohit Sharma to be back in form, it is also much needed for Mumbai Indians to have Suryakumar. And what was brilliant about Suryakumar Yadav today was his trademark shots. Of course, he's a 360-degree player, but my favorite always remains the inside-out shots that he hits. Once he's doing that, he's found his form, and that's great news for Mumbai Indians going forward. But in all of this, my point number 2, I don't think we should at any point ignore the bowler's contribution, especially Jasprit Bumrah picking up 2 wickets at an economy of around 6, and a special word for Mitch Santner picking up 1 wicket at an economy of 4. Can you believe it? On a flat track like this at the Wankhede, an economy of 4 for Mitch Santner. I think these two were also good contenders for Man of the Match. If I was the adjudicator, despite great knocks by Rohit and Suryakumar Yadav, I may have still given it to a bowler. I must add Deepak Chahar also chipping in very well. Hardik Pandya bowled his 2 overs very well. But I would have given it to a bowler because it was a batting paradise for a team to ensure that, you just have to chase 177. It says a lot. And I think Mumbai Indians bowling lineup really needs to be saluted for this, especially Jasprit Bumrah getting back into form. Now we've seen a couple of games, him operating at his top. So that was point number 2. Point number 3 is the CSK team. If I had to sum up Chennai Super Kings team selection, their approach, the kind of cricket that they're playing this season, I only have one word, and that is outdated. Yes, there are other teams as well down in the dumps like the Chennai Super Kings, but I won't say those teams are outdated. They're trying to play cricket of today's day and age and they're losing. That's another thing. But with CSK, you feel it's a team that's outdated. Now remember, this was the strip that was used in Wankhede, where the lowest total successfully ever defended is 206. Lowest ever total defended. And Chennai Super Kings get about 170 odd. That says a lot about their batting. And it's not that they were out. It's not that they had a lot of collapses. It's just the approach that they had. And it's not just this game. It's been happening throughout the season. If you have a Ravindra Jadeja batting at number 4, and don't get me wrong, he's a good all-rounder at test match level, maybe in ODI, but in T20 cricket, especially where T20 cricket is going, he can't be that explosive batter. Shivam Dube used to be one of your explosive batter, also not operating at that level. Yes, these two have got half centuries, but please take a look at the way they got their half centuries, at the pace that they got their half centuries, not befitting of the pitch and the ground that was on offer today. And I'm afraid if you're going to have this approach, more often than not, Chennai Super Kings will find themselves trailing in a match or in a tournament, as you're seeing with them. Maybe it's time for them to really get together and move over from this approach that they've had for so many years, going with senior players. That used to work, but I'm afraid T20 cricket is changing and CSK is getting left behind. The only positive for CSK, and that's my point number 4, is the 17-year-old Ayush Matre that got a chance to play. Remember, he's just come in as a substitute. He's just replaced injured Ruturaj Gaikwad. He gets a game very early on and plays a fearless inning of 32 at over 200 strike rate. And imagine this pitch where everyone else was found wanting for strike rate. You have this young 17-year-old kid from Mumbai, another one from the Mumbai batting factory, who really played with a lot of courage. And this is the only positive for Chennai. They got a Sheikh Rashid last time around. Now he's played 2 games and he's been a positive for them, at least batters trying to bat at that strike rate. Now you've got an Ayush Matre. They've got a Devil Brevis in their squad. Maybe time for him to get a chance, maybe in place of Vijay Shankar, who wasn't even utilized today. They've even got a Vansh Bedi, a young player. Maybe the best time for them, because playoff chances, even if you're a CSK fan, let me tell you, blunt and straight, playoff is done and dusted. One, because of where they are in the points table. The second, with their approach. So best time to play those youngsters. Maybe you'll see something going forward for future seasons. And that brings me to the 5th and the final point, and that is Mumbai's playoff chances. They have kept it alive. 3 wins in a row they've had. So they are now in the middle of the bunch and they can really dream. But what I'm looking at the moment is the next 6 matches. And in the next 6 matches, they will have to win at least 4 games to guarantee themselves a playoff spot. In fact, even with those 4 wins, it might boil down to net run rate, because 14 points won't do it this season. 16 may be a chance, but even in 16, there could be teams tied. So you don't know whether teams will qualify for 16. For them to win 4 out of the 6 may sound tough at the moment, but they can begin to dream. The good thing for them, next 3 games relatively easy. You're going to be facing a Rajasthan and a SRH, not in great form. LSG is a team that they can beat. But the bad thing is the final 3 games are against the top 3 team in the points table right now, in a Delhi Capitals and in Punjab and a Gujarat. So we'll wait and watch how the Mumbai team goes on from here. They're in with a chance, but still I think it seems 50-50 at the moment for them making it into the playoffs. Do give us a like on the video if you're enjoying our content. This was the match report presented to you by Nikhil Naz, and do subscribe to Sports Today for more such content.